Hey everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I made the fun flamingo birthday cards that you see in the thumbnail. So before we get into that though, if you haven't already, don't forget that I have my mystery card bundles still available. $35 shipped in the US, $60 shipped to Canada. There are discounts if you purchase more than one. I will have the original video linked down below. I'm probably going to leave these at this price for another week or two, and then they may actually end up moving to Etsy and the price will go up a little bit to help cover the fees. So if you're interested in picking it up at the price it is now, all you have to do is email me at TheJollyFatElf@gmail.com. Let me know how many you want, etc., etc. And in the card kits, you're going to be getting one of these cute little flamingo cards. So you guys know I love to send free cards when someone places an order with me. So I was sending free cards in my D-stash. I've been sending free cards in the bundles, and I ran out. I ran out. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? And initially I thought, I'll just make some thank you cards. And I was like, I don't really want to make a thank you card. I really wanted some fun summer birthday clip art. So I went to Fabrica and I found this really cute flamingo artwork. So as I go through this video today, I'm going to share with you what Fabrica is, my experience with them, and then in the description box will be a link to an affiliate link to the website if you want to try your own free trial, etc. I'll explain all of that during the video. Now, this is not sponsored by them at all, and I believe the last person I worked with gave up on me because they reached out to me last fall, and you guys know I had a lot of health issues. I had a lot of back pain issues where I wasn't creating much, and then I got COVID. So this is the first time I've really had an opportunity to sit down and actually use what I've downloaded, because I've been downloading files for months and months and months, and you know, accumulating, and this is really the first time that I've had an opportunity to create with you guys using something that I have made with them. With that being said, I'm offering the bundles, and I'm also going to be offering these flamingos for sale in my Etsy shop. So be sure that you check out that link in the description box down below. So email me if you're interested in a bundle. Unfortunately, I can't mail the bundles and the sticker sheets together. I apologize. It's a whole thing. I didn't think this through. I apologize. There will be a link to the Etsy shop so you can get these sticker sheets. And then there will also be a link to Fabrica if you want to read up on it and decide for yourself. It is a 10-day free trial. Oh, not 10-day. You get 10 free downloads. And then it bills for $9.99 a month going forward. If you are a business owner and you make vinyl, or you embroidery, or you make cup wraps, or all sorts of different things, if you love fonts, etc., once you join, you have access to all of this, and the commercial license is included. So yeah, anywho, but the average crafter can use it as well, and I will talk more of that throughout the voiceover. So okay, that's enough jibba jabba. If you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Don't forget to follow me over Instagram. I'm at TheJollyFatElf. Let me shut up. I'm going to walk you through what the stickers look like, and then we'll get into how I mass-produced these fun flamingo birthday cards. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you know that the stickers that I'm using in today's video are going to be available in my Etsy shop. There are 30 flamingos total in 4 pages. And this is going to be $12. That price does not include shipping, but the shipping will be calculated on Etsy. Yeah, so these are going to be $12, and like I said, you get 30 flamingos. And I'm about to show you how I made 30. Well, I made 30 cards, and then I had to throw a few away. And yeah, so that problem has been rectified. So anyway, these cards are going into the bundles because I ran out of customer cards. I keep a box of them because I like to throw in cards I've made into what you order, and I ran out, so I have to make some more. And I forgot to mention, I burned myself yesterday and my arm is yellow because I put mustard on my burns. And yeah, I don't know if I dropped it or what happened, but half a ribeye went in the skillet, and there was already a lot of fat, I guess, and it got all up my arm. So yeah, and I put yellow mustard on everything that burns. So yeah, anyway, let's stop talking, Misty. So 30 flamingos, $12 in the Etsy shop when this video goes live. Let me know what you think of this, because this is definitely something that I can do going forward, because I think they're adorable. I wanted to make, birthday themed cards, and I think they turned out hella cute. All right, let me show you how I made them. All right, friends, I'm going to apologize in advance for my voice, but I think I have another sinus infection, and I've got all of the gunk in my throat. So this is a look at Creative Fabrica, and here is a look at all of the files I have downloaded since becoming a member. Now, you have access to 6 million. There's fonts, there's graphics, there's embroidery patterns, there's SVGs, there's stuff to do sublimation, there's stuff to make vinyl, there are classics, etc. And as I mentioned, it is your first 10 downloads are free, and then it's $9.99 a month going forward from that. I 100% believe that this is worth the deal. If I were to guess, I've probably saved, I don't know, $500, $600, $700 from the downloads rather than going to Etsy and purchasing it, because on Etsy you also have to sometimes purchase a commercial license, but everything on this website, once you are subscribed, comes with a commercial license. So here is a look at all the things that you can search. Here you can see that there are also line arts that you can color. You can search anything: florals, flamingos, birthday, cupcakes, fall, pumpkins. I mean, really, the possibilities are endless. I love all of the font choices. I mean, I would download them all if I could, but I don't know that that's 100% possible. But one of the ones I love that you guys have seen is the font Yellow. And I used that font on the thumbnails for my One Stamp 3-Way series. So here is actually an account that you could see on Etsy, and I used to buy from them a lot. And their files are now almost $5 a piece. So if you were to buy two on Etsy, you would also have to buy the commercial license if you're selling more than I don't know what their commercial license is now, though, now that I think about it. But yeah, so I wouldn't steer you wrong. You guys know I never, ever, talk about things that I haven't used myself. And as I showed you, I have used a ton of files. So when you find a design that you like, you can also go look at other designs by that designer or files by that designer, and then you can decide if you want to follow them or not. So here's a look at SVG files for cupcakes. I mean, there's just, the possibilities really are endless. And if you are an artist or if you are a designer, then you can sign up for that as well. So I found these really cute cupcake images. So I clicked on the profile, and you can see all of the things that they have available for download. And then I followed this designer. That way, when they release something new, I can go see if it's something that could be of use to me. So again, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I earn a very small commission. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I decided that I wanted to use paper pads that were a little bit older in my collection. So I initially pulled this Echo Park pad, and I ended up not using any of the papers. I pulled them all out and didn't use any of them. Now, I may make more of these, and there will be a few that will be in the Etsy shop available at some point, physical cards. So I may make some more, but I definitely wanted to get some use out of older paper pads. So I pulled out this one from Queen & Co. I don't remember its name, but I think it was part of the Surprise Party collection. The one thing about Queen & Co. is they have such great pattern paper, and you can buy it without having to buy one of their shaker kits. So I absolutely loved it. I ended up using almost all of this. The only ones I didn't use were the dark blue and the green, because there's not really that color in any of this clip art that I used. So once I pick out all of my patterns, I'm kind of putting light colors with light colors. That way I could get them all together. So I pulled out this kind of miscellaneous group of papers, and this is actually from Doodlebug, and I believe it was 12 by 12, and you guys know I cut everything down to 6 by 6 so I can store it in a quart-size freezer bag. And I pulled out, again, the pinks and the aquas and the yellow, and left the colors that weren't actually in the clip art. So once I do that, I'm going to cut everything down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And once I do that, that's going to give me 2 extra pieces of paper. And those are actually going to make their way onto a card. So I am trying to separate them by size, but as you can see, I have a bigger piece, and then we have that little small piece. Now, if I were thinking ahead, and I wasn't, because I wasn't really sure of the layout at this point, I just knew that I wanted the background paper to take up almost the entirety of the front of the card, but I didn't want to cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So if I were to do this again, and you guys know I mass produce quite a bit, I would go ahead and cut down those longer strips to 5 3/8, so they were the same length as the regular pattern paper. So once I get it all trimmed out, I'm going to go through and I'm going to pull out the colors so I have them in groups. So I've grouped all of the teal or aqua together. I've grouped all the pink. I've grouped all the yellow, etc. And then I'm just kind of separating them all out so I can pull from them if I want to. And this is when I got the idea to go ahead and use all 3 sheets of paper, so there's no waste, and I like to do that as well. And again, if I were thinking ahead, I would have cut down the longer strips to by 5 3/8, and I didn't cross my mind. So that's the one key for when you're mass producing, is you want to make sure that you do everything in steps. That way it's kind of like an assembly line, and you're not trying to do one card at a time. This kind of gives you the opportunity to move a little bit quicker. So I made 30 cards, and I think it took me right at 2 hours. So not bad for 30 cards. It probably took me an hour to cut, design and cut the stickers. You guys have seen me do that 1,000 times. I do it in the Silhouette software, which is free. So if you look for hybrid cards here on the channel, you will find a ton of samples. So the white piece of cardstock is actually left over from my holiday card series. I had a ton of, you can see the red up in the corner, I had a ton of cardstock that I had cut down, and then I ended up not using. So in here you can see, this is when I realized, dang it, I should have cut down all of the all the paper first, but I already kind of divided them up, and I didn't want to have to do that step one more time. So here is one of the cute little flamingos, and I'm just adhering this all down flat. There's really no dimension other than the second piece of paper. Now, if you wanted to, you could still add foam tape or whatever to the back of these stickers and pop them up. You also have the option of cutting out around them and not removing them from the sticker paper. The possibilities are endless, and you could use these, like I said, on planners. You could do this, put them in a sticker book. You can really do a lot of different things with these, but I really love these cards. Like, I love them so very much. So here is the group, and here I'm like going through them, and I realized that I messed up. Let me share with you. So I didn't want all of the flamingos to be looking the same way. So I mirrored one, and didn't realize that I mirrored one that had a sentiment on it. It says happy. So they were backwards. So I tried to remove the stickers, but I didn't use removable sticker paper. I just used regular sticker paper. And so I just ended up recycling all 5 of those. Okay, I am bringing in some cardstock. So what you want to do is you want to score first. So I need 6 cards at scored at 5.5, and then, oh my word, Misty, brain. I am scoring some of these at 5.5 and then cutting up 4.25 to make my lengths and oh my word, Misty, slow down. Okay. I'm scoring at 4.25 and cutting at 5.5. I'm also scoring at 5.5 and cutting at 4.25. And then I am folding on the score line, and I'm bringing in the images, and I'm going to just kind of make sure I have enough card bases to go with every of the card layers. And then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start adhering. So I'm going to walk you through how I actually get these ready to go. So I will get them all adhered to their card base. And then once I do that, I will bring in card labels, but I'm just going to share with you how I get these ready. I've created my own labels in Photoshop, and then I cut them out using my silhouette. They go on the back. I add an envelope, and then this goes into a plastic sleeve. Now I'm just about out of these plastic sleeves, and I'm looking into something that's more environmentally friendly. So going forward, you may see these cards and maybe a paper or something like that. So once I've done that, they all went with a coordinating bundle. So if you purchase one of the mystery card bundles, you are going to have one of these flamingos going forward from now. If you've already purchased one and you didn't get one, I apologize, but you got other cards. But other than that, that's it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. If you have any questions about Creative Fabrica, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. You can follow the link in the description box to head over there to check it out. There's also going to be a link for the Flamingo stickers. So you can find the stickers, you can find these Flamingo cards, you can find the mystery card bundles, and you can find new card listings in the Etsy shop. That is linked in the description box down below. Thank you again so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.